Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Third reaction of my presentation is Favorsky reaction. The Favorsky reaction is an organic chemistry reaction between an alkyne and a carbonyl group under a basic conditions. The reaction was discovered in the early 90s by the Russian chemist. In this reaction, when the carbonyl is an aldehyde, a rearrangement occurs and it is converted into an enone. A metal acetylide is formed when an alkyne is treated with a strong basis such as hydroxide or alkoxide. We can see from this equation when the alkyne is reacted with the strong base, it is converted into an acetylide. Next is the mechanism of this reaction. Initially, the alpha carbon is deprotonated. Alpha carbon is that carbon which is attached to the functional group firstly. So first it is deprotonated to generate an enolate ion, which is followed by intramolecular nucleophilic substitutions, and it gives cyclopropanone. Then the cyclopropanone undergoes nucleophilic addition by a base at the carbonyl carbon. Then, by the cleavage, it gives the less substituted and more stable carbon anion. Illustration, we can see applications of these reactions. In the following Favorsky rearrangement, 2-cyclohexanone can be converted into ethyl cyclopentane carboxylate by treating it with the sodium ethoxide. And we can also convert the six-membered ring into the five-membered ring. This is a six-membered ring and this is a five-membered ring. 3-bromobutane 2 yields 2-methyl propanoic acid as a major product when treated with alkali, and the ring opening of the cyclopropanone derivative occurs to give less substituted carbon anion. Third one is the alpha haloketones will rearrange to amide. When we treat it with the amines, it is converted or rearranged and give us amides. The synthesis of the cubane involves Favorsky rearrangement, as we can see from this equation. Alpha-alpha dihalokenes or alpha-alpha dihaloketones rearrange to give alpha-beta unsaturated carboxylic acid derivatives under the Favorsky conditions. For example, this is 1,3-dibromobutane 2-one. It will give ethyl but 2-eno-8 when it is treated with the sodium ethoxide. The rearrangement of the alpha-alpha dihalokenes to alpha hydrocarboxylic acid followed by the oxidative decarboxylation of the ketone is known as Willat's degradation. The rearrangement of the non-enolizable alpha haloketones in the presence of bases, and we synthesized a powerful painkiller by this rearrangement. So these are the applications of this reaction. The last and the fifth reaction of my presentation is Jones oxidation. Jones oxidation allows a relatively inexpensive conversion of secondary alcohol to ketones and of most primary alcohol to carboxylic acid, and these are the applications of these reactions. By using this oxidation, we can easily obtain ketones and carboxylic acid. What is Jones reagent? Jones reagent is a solution which we prepared by dissolving chromium trioxide in aqueous sulfuric acid to effect a Jones oxidation. The oxidation is very rapid and quite exothermic, and its yields is typically high, and the reagent is convenient and cheap. But we can't use chromium for it because it is carcinogenic, which deters the use of this methodology. This is alcohol oxidation with chromic acid. The chromic acid and the water first both compounds react with each other through the following mechanism, and then at the end the water oxygen lone pair attack on the hydrogen and this oxygen, and this bond shift on here and double bond will create and this group leaves, and we obtain ketone or carbonyl group. Illustrative reactions and applications. It remains useful in organic synthesis A variety of spectroscopic techniques, including infrared spectroscopy, can be used to monitor the progress of a Jones oxidation reaction. At one time, the Jones oxidation was held in breathalyzers. Mechanism of the Jones oxidation. The Jones reagent is a mixture of chromium trioxide, as I told you earlier. It is formed by the reaction of the chromium trioxide with sulfuric acid. It gives chromic acid and it is converted into dichromic acid. The alcohol and chromic acid form a chromate ester that either reacts intramolecularly or intermolecularly in the presence of a base to yield the corresponding carbonyl group. Aldehydes directly form hydrogen in the presence of water are further oxidized to carboxylic acid. As we can see from these reactions, the aldehydes are formed. We can further oxidize them into carboxylic acid. Some alcohols such as benzylic and allylic alcohol give aldehyde that do not form hydrates in a significant amount, so these can therefore be selectively oxidized with unmodified Jones reagent to yield aldehydes. Although the reagent is very acidic, the substrate in acetone is essentially titrated with the oxidant solution and only very acid-sensitive groups are incompatible. For example, ester, even tertiary butyl ester remain unchanged. The concentration of sulfuric acid can be decreased to minimize side reactions, although the oxidation power increases too. So that's all from my side. Thank you.